Hello, delicious human. Welcome to episode 69. As always, Sunny Bonani, Dumalang, Huyan Afternoon, Bombi. So, if you've been watching or following me for the last couple of days, you would have seen that I've been posting about my 108-hour water only fast. And today's episode is titled The Fasting Shit. Might gross some people out, or it might intrigue a few. Either way, I'm here just to share the last remnants of, I guess, what happens in those final couple of hours of fasting and perhaps after breaking your fast. So this morning I arose, still having not broken my fast, and I did my beautiful meditation. It really felt so centered, aligned, so calm, so restorative. And my sleep, however, was a little bit interrupted. It wasn't a sound sleep, I must be honest, but there are an enormous amount of energetics going on right now. There is a huge solar flare or a huge coronal mass that's actually facing Earthside. So we are getting literally blasted with the rays of sun right now. So that interrupts sleep patterns. It's just part of the ascension symptoms, if you are familiar with that is. But yes, so I woke up, did my meditation, and did my lymphatic exercises, which were a little bit of a challenge for me. So I took it a bit slow, but not too slow, because I knew I was going to be breaking my fast. And then I engaged in my 615th day of sadhana, getting on my yoga mat and just practicing a beautiful flow. And today it was a wonderful and delicious and gentle yin practice. So lots of nice stretching, getting into the physical body and just feeling what it was feeling like before I was going to be breaking my fast. So it was really, really a great practice. And then, yes, I opted to break my yoga fast. I just saw this cute guys over here. Oh my goodness. Little Yoda is my kids. I broke my fast with a delicious green smoothie. And it was filled with cucumber, and I put some basil leaves in because basil is literally the holy herb. And it's got a whole host of benefits to it, which you can go and check out in your own time and space. And what else did I put in there? I put in some delicious baby spinach. I didn't have any avocados. I usually pop some avos in just to thicken it up and just give you some extra fat, good fats. But alas, there was none. And I popped a little garlic clove just for some magic medicine and a good punch of raw ginger. What else did I? And a good grind of Himalayan salt. So that was my green smoothie, the ingredients. And yes, I had it. And I can't say that it was the most nourishing and delicious, like moreish and delicious. I'd be lying. Okay. But it served. It was good. And I always feel like a green smoothie is just such a wonderful way to kind of break the fast. And the reason why I say that is because it doesn't only break the fast, but it literally helps push all of that shit that is inside your gut that has now congealed and has formed inside your intestines. And your body has been working super hard, getting rid of all of that toxic, gross, gunky stuff that your body's been holding because it's gone into ketosis, it's gone into aphagy, and all of this magic has happened inside of your body. Right? So it wants to literally get rid of it. This fast, like I've mentioned in the previous episodes, no two fasts are ever the same. This particular fast that I've just completed was one of the fasts when I say that I have never shat as much as I did it was with this one. The amount of releasing was on another level, quite literally. I have now subsequently gone to the loo a total of 3 times. So when I woke up first thing in the morning after my meditation and after drinking a delicious, lightly watered and salted jug of water just to kind of flush out the system, I felt the urge to go. Nothing major, it was like a bit solid mixed with a bit of splatter. But it's nothing too major. And I was like, oh, okay, well, okay, I've had more intense ones, but it's okay. Every fast is what it needs to be. Had my green smoothie, went for a walk, one of my micro habits, went for my 5K walk, and had stopped for a delicious cappuccino as a treat, because I haven't had one in quite some time. And wow, to say that I just made it home would be an understatement. So yes, I just made it home, literally, okay. And the floodgates opened. That's all I'm going to say. The imagination can run wild and rampant. I want you to let it run wild and rampant, in fact. And wow, literally, that's all I have to say about that fasting shit. Wow. So it's amazing that it's very different. Okay, so some of you are probably like, a shit's a shit. No, guys, a fasting shit is very different. If you know, you know. You literally see the remnants of, it's almost like tarry and sticky, and the color is a little bit different than normal. And it's just so much more punchy, if I can use that word. Guys, never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be on day 69 of starting this daily vlog and I'd be talking about my shit. Like, really, when I started this vlogging project and process to better myself, I had no idea that talking about the fasting shit would be one of the titles of my episode. So, but here we are, right? Right. Keeping it real, keeping it authentic. And I guess in a time, in an era where there's just so much falseness or shadow or people hiding behind masks, I hope this really resonates, and I hope this at least puts a little bit of a smile on your face or a bit of a complex and confused look. But either way, if you're here and you're listening to this, there must be some reason why this episode is resonating with you. Perhaps you too have embarked on a fast, and this particular episode just caught your curiosity and your interest. So, yes, I thought it was worthwhile sharing because I feel as taboo and as uncomfortable and as gross as perhaps some of us may feel about it. Let's be honest. Yes, there is nothing better than a good poop. Yeah? If you've ever been constipated for 2 days, 3 days, a week, OMG, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So pooping is amazing, provided it's done naturally. There are ways to obviously assist the body, and I always try and approach it the natural way. There are, I guess, offerings out there that are less natural and more chemical in nature, and I really stay away from those because it just completely wreaks havoc with your intestinal tract, with your stomach. So for me, approaching it in the natural way is always the better way. be it through dates, be it through elevating your water intake, or having a really good salt flush. So taking good, wonderful, pure salt water, if you can get it from the ocean, magic, and mixing 1/4 to water and then drinking that. It really helps just flush things out of the body. And you can go do your own research, but there's tons of ways of helping the gut move that shit out. Even a tot of olive oil is something that I've embarked on, and it actually does help quite a bit. So yes, I thought in the honor of bringing my fasting journey to a conclusive end until perhaps the next quarter and until perhaps the next season when I embark on this journey and leveraging this magical tool again, I thought it would just be a really good, powerful, and interesting way to end the journey over the last, what is now 5 days. So yes, I'm feeling really good. I have had a wonderful, delicious and moorish and nutritious soup or broth, which I made. It had leeks and carrots and lots of olive oil in there, garlic, ginger, a little piece of chicken just to add a little bit of protein, and I kind of shredded it up really finely, and I added just a touch of some pasta. If there's orzo pasta, that's my favorite. But yes, I only had spaghetti today, so I just broke up the spaghetti in tiny little pieces and threw it in, and some salt. What else did I put in there? And then all the magic herbs. I put turmeric. Turmeric is like magic. I put a touch of cayenne pepper with a grind of. I feel like today's a cooking show, actually. A cooking show with shit. So yes, I put a little bit of pepper in there, and I put a touch of cumin. Actually, I thought just cool to put just a little knob of cumin, just to add a little bit of spice and flavor. And of course, all of those wonderful spices have so many restorative and magical benefits to it. So yes, I just had that soup, and I'm feeling fabulous. I'm feeling so centered, so aligned. So, as they say in Afrikaans in South Africa, I'm feeling so rustig, just so peaceful. The noise has quietened in the mind. I also decided to not be on social media platforms during my fast this time. I did my tiny little posts on IG and, of course, here on this wonderful channel, YouTube. But I literally just posted content. I wasn't viewing content for the most part. So it was actually a really, really good detox and a cleanse from not only what we consume inside our mouths, but also what we consume within our minds. So it was something that I really felt called to do, and I'm so grateful that I followed my intuition and my inner knowingness and the little voice that was whispering inside of my consciousness. So yes, what else? My Poochie is right here beside me, as always. He's truly special. And yes, magical being, what else can I share with you as I guess I feel called to wrap this fasting shit episode up? I guess if you've embarked on a fast or curious about fasting or have any comments or thoughts or words of wisdom to share with all the magical humans that come across this episode and come across this channel, you're really invited to be part of this community and yeah, share your experience and share your words of wisdom. I'd be really curious to hear some other people's thoughts and little stories. And yeah, I guess that's how we grow and help walk each other home as we embark on this journey of life, which is extremely transitory at the moment. And it's without a doubt an evolution in human consciousness. So preparing the physical vessel, the mental mind, and the spiritual essence is of paramount importance. And I guess fasting for me is just one of those powerful ways of honoring that. As always, continue to sow those seeds, allow for the flow and magic of life to find you and guide you so that you can continue to grow, illuminate, and glow. Until tomorrow's episode 70, I'll see you then, and we'll see where insights want to take us, and perhaps little pops of contemplation too. See you tomorrow, guys. Much love and peace. Peace out.